Oh man, that is not good. Yeah, neglecting batteries is really bad for them. And unfortunately, I guess I've neglected this one a little too much. All right, we've got a new battery tester from Ancel, the BA101 Plus. It's for car, motorcycle, and other. And you can print your data by PC. Test the internal resistance, voltage, state of charge, and state of health. It tests the vehicle cranking and charging systems, and it's got a real-time voltage curve on the display. We gotta check that out. That's gonna be interesting. And it saves up to 1,400 historical tests. Let's get this thing open, see what we got. Get the condom offer here. But yeah, it's a nice gray looking guy. Here it lists the capacities that it can test. We'll take a look at the cord. The cord appears to be pretty darn long on this guy. Okay, yeah, I think that's like a 4-foot cord or something. And you know what's really nice is that the distance that you can spread out your clamps, that's really good. I mean, this is actually kind of excessive, but I've seen some of these like tools where it's really hard to stretch the clamps across the battery posts. You won't have any problems with this. And ouch, yeah. The clamps definitely clamp pretty good, so that's nice. And you know, these guys, they don't have an internal battery to them. They just work on the battery that you're trying to test, which, you know, if it's completely dead, it's not even gonna boot up, right? That's test number one. All right, let's get her connected up to this battery that has been sitting in my X19 over here. I've definitely neglected it, so we'll see what happens. Oh, a nice dark background on here. But as you can see, you have an option for car, motorcycle, other, cranking test, charging test, printing, waveform analysis, I wonder what the analysis is, and setup. You know, while we're here, I guess let's just go look at setup and see what we have in there. So language, you got your beeps. Oh, okay, I just figured that out. You hit that FN button and it just goes straight into testing. That's what that does. Anyway, let's go back. Oh yeah, language, beep. The beep is very loud. I think we want to keep it on. Wow, yeah, beep is on. Brightness is at 99. Oh, we just turned it up to 100. And we check out the about, the version numbers are 1.0, and there's probably no way to update this thing, I'm not sure, but anyway, let's go back again. But yeah, sure, let's go ahead and say it's a car battery. It is regular flooded battery. We will set the cranking amps. It is, what did I say, 525. Okay, 525 is testing. Didn't ask us for any other options. Some other battery testers I've tested have like options for in the car, out of the car, etc. Okay, so it's showing 100% state of health and 95% charged. It measured 527 cranking amps. So currently it's saying this thing is better than it should be, which is interesting. And here at the bottom, it shows you the internal resistance. That's nice to have. So let's go back. And I definitely want to see the charging tests and the waveform and the cranking test. We'll have to do that with a battery that's in the car. But what we can do is we can compare this to the old school resistive load tester. Now this guy has been my favorite battery tester for a long time. But you gotta watch out when operating this thing. Don't hold it up here because this part gets like screaming hot. You're basically just like throwing the battery into a heater and checking to see the performance. But yeah, it's showing like 12.6, so that's about like what it was showing on the other meter there. But yeah, I'll go ahead and hit the thing, and it's showing just a little bit under 600 cranking amps there. So yeah, I guess that's accurate. Oh, it's like right on the 600 line. So if anything, this thing is showing that the battery health is even better than what the little Ancel was showing. Huh, that's interesting. Good to know. And yeah, I can definitely feel the heat coming off this thing. So the 4C's got an AGM battery in it, so we'll test it. It's AGM flat plate. We'll set the cold cranking amps. It's a 660. We'll set that guy. It's testing away. Okay, well this is showing a good battery. It's at 100% state of charge. I did just charge it, you know, a few days ago, so that's good. 93% state of health. That's very nice. It's good to see the marks on is doing good. When you scroll down, well, it measured 637 cranking amps, but it's rated at 660, and it considers that 93%. I don't know, maybe. But the internal resistance is nice and low, so that's good. That does kind of mean it's a nice, healthy battery. Now let's go try out some of these other tests. I'm excited to see them. All right, let's test out the battery on my little A-Barth here. It's regular flooded lead acid. Looks like the cranking amps are 650 on it. And you know, this car has been sitting around for a while. I haven't been driving it much, so I'm really curious if the battery is going bad on it. Oh man, yeah, that is not good. I want to do the cranking test on this guy, but it may not even have enough juice to crank. We'll see. I'm gonna go to the cranking test and we're gonna see. Okay, it's asking me to start the engine. Hey, all right, well, it started. All right, well, check that out. It's got a cool graph showing you the voltage drop as it was cranking. That's really neat. It shows the duration of the cranking as well as like the lower voltage there. And it says it's normal. So, okay, well, that's good. And now we can do the charging test. Okay, so we gotta turn off all devices and raise the RPM for 10 seconds. Let's click OK and go do that. Okay, now we gotta turn on the headlights, air conditioner, and turn everything up to max basically for 10 seconds. And keep the RPM at idle on this one. All right, so we gotta turn the headlights on and turn the AC on. AC is going full blast there. And we'll just wait 10 seconds. Okay, it wants us to just keep it for 10 more seconds with everything off. Okay, cool. It actually shows us our ripple voltage, which is nice and low. Showing the voltage is too low, which is interesting. You know, I kind of have a theory that these things chronically undercharge batteries. And that's the reason why you guys are always having problems with low voltage on these cars. Like the ECUs do not like low voltage. And I think these things tend to kind of just weaken batteries over time. But I don't know. That's just an aside. But yeah, cool. Interesting little test on this guy. Now let's check out this analysis thing. We'll do car. And this is actually really cool because it takes all the saved data and plots it out in a chart like this. That's kind of neat. You know, I don't know how useful this information is, but it looks cool at least. But yeah, this thing is pretty neat. I like it. There'll be a link for it down in the description below if you want to get one for yourself. But yeah, there you go. All right, let's try out some other battery chemistry here. I've got a spiral AGM, so I'll select that. Select the cranking amps. We are 800 on this guy. Okay, we'll go ahead and click the test. We're testing. Oh wow, it says the state of charge is only 39%, but the state of health is 88%. So yeah, I definitely need to charge this guy up. Uh-oh. But we're showing low resistance there. Okay, well, definitely throw this guy on the charger, but looking good so far. All right, I got another battery here that I know is on the weak side. It's kind of an older battery. So we're gonna go ahead and check this out. It's a regular flooded lead acid. The cold cranking amps is 750. Got that set. We're testing. Yeah, it's saying the state of health on this guy is only 50%, and it's measuring 528 amps. In fact, let's verify that real quick with the old school tester. All right, let's go ahead and hit the button here. Oh, wow. This has it dropping down to around 400 cranking amps. And this guy was showing, what was it, like 528? This battery does need to be charged though, because it's just been sitting idle for a long period of time. So I don't know if this is like the best test for it. But yeah, I mean, you can see it's holding pretty steady, just a little above 400 there. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard to read this scale. And that might be accurate because it should have been sitting right in between 400 and 600 there. So yeah, okay, close enough, right?